I'm Chris Lawrence in Dallas with their headlines from North Texas. Crews are making repairs to homes and buildings damaged by Sunday storms. One of the hardest hit areas is in Denton County, where apartments and warehouses had parts of their roof torn off. Strong winds also overturned vehicles at an RV park in Sanger. Kevin Reese is learning more about a resident who didn't survive the storm.
This is the RV Clint Fry and his wife lived in until Sunday night.
The next thing I know, I'm getting flipped through the air.
Flipped 3 times with his dog inside when the Sunday night storm hit. His one of 5 RVs flipped at the Sanger KOA.
I was lucky there just wasn't nothing heavy like in the space I was in, because the whole rest of the RV, just everything just got destroyed.
Neighbors helped pull him and his dog out through a window. The same neighbors who helped rescue Clint Fry also rushed to this overturned RV in space 121. We are told it belongs to 79-year-old Rosemary McCanish. They pulled her out. She was rushed to a hospital, but we were told she did not survive. Her family tells me she also had a small dog, a Yorkie. It was found in the trailer, still alive, on Monday afternoon.
I didn't know her, but that tells me how easy it could have been for me to not make it either, and I feel bad for her family, and condolences. But boy, I was really close. Shows me how close I was to not making it, so gotta have new respect for life.
It's scary, I mean, it is definitely scary because, the RVs, they're not, as stable as a house or an apartment, obviously.
But they are still home, and neighbors are still neighbors.
Just great people.
Offering Clint and Autumn Fry cash donations and a temporary trailer until theirs is repaired or replaced, while an RV community mourns what they cannot. In Sanger, I'm Kevin Reese.
A former firefighter in Azle has been arrested after being captured on camera beating his dog. We first showed you the blurred ring camera video last week, and now Tyler Stein's been booked on animal cruelty charges at the Fort Worth jail. The footage came from his ex-girlfriend, Stephanie Boatman, who says they lived together for more than a year. The city of Azle confirmed Stein has resigned from the department, and his bond is set at $25,000. Tarrant County commissioners finally took a long-awaited vote on the county budget, but as Scoop Jefferson reports, it came with all kinds of drama.
During Commissioners Court public comments,
every time I come down here, I pay $10 to park.
Longtime Tarrant County resident Sandra Cooley urged commissioners to work better together at this special called meeting.
Tired of all the division, tired of people on the court not being able to work together. Tired of the partisan politics.
Monday's meeting made up for the lack of quorum last week. At stake, the county's $825 million budget. Commissioner Elisa Simmons intentionally a no-show last week to break quorum. Her fellow Democrat Commissioner Roderick Miles Jr. homesick at the time. But Monday morning,
I'm thrilled Commissioner Miles was here today so we could vote on tax cuts.
That vote happened without Simmons present, who says she was attending a funeral. Breaking quorum again would have cost Miles and Simmons big money. Judge Tim O'Hare had amendments on the table, making a number of drastic cuts to their precincts.
The number of administrative positions is reduced to 1 for each of the offices of Commissioner for Precinct 1 and Commissioner for Precinct 2.
The reason why I came back was because of the people. The people need their jobs.
If you want to play games with people's money, okay, 2 can play that game. And so it brought 1 Democrat back to the table.
Also on the table, money budgeted for JPS, the public hospital.
I don't think this is a time to take them below what they asked for.
I appreciate the fiscal conservative nature that this body has achieved in reducing our taxes.
Now, with the budget vote behind them,
I would love nothing more than to get along with everyone.
Sandra Cooley hopes commissioners can get on the same page.
Can't we all just get along?
In Tarrant County, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
A small airport in Collin County is expanding its international reach. The city of McKinney just opened a U.S. Customs and Border Protection Center at its municipal airport, featuring a dedicated area for arriving passengers and customs officers on site. Mayor Bill Cox says it's the latest step to attract international travelers and boost local business. Campo Verde is a restaurant in Arlington known for its elaborate Christmas displays, but now it plans to close right after dinner on Christmas Eve. The owners plan to reopen as a completely different restaurant next year. They put a lot of money into upgrades and renovations at Campo Verde earlier this year. There are well over 1 million Scouts right now, but only about 5% of them will earn the coveted Eagle Scout. But as Sean Giggy shows us, that achievement carries even more weight for one young man in Cedar Hill.
A good amount of Scouts.
When Stacy Mitchell II joined the Scouts in 2nd grade, he did everything a Scout can do until he couldn't.
Long day.
Stacy has a rare and fatal muscular disorder. His muscles are slowly deteriorating, and by 12, he lost his ability to walk.
I was confused on what I would do still in Scouts.
Stacy says accomplishing anything from a wheelchair, especially your Eagle Scout, which had long been a dream of his, felt insurmountable.
Oh, okay.
Nevertheless, Stacy, a junior at Cedar Hill High School, was determined to try. Despite his condition, Stacy hit every milestone and reached every goal he set for himself, except one, his Eagle Scout. By spring, however, he had a project and a plan. A plan disrupted by brain cancer. He was diagnosed a few months ago.
I question why me.
At some point, you realized you didn't want to sit around and pout? Is that what
Yeah, just feeling sorry for myself. Because I know it's happened. I can't do anything about it. So all I can do is just continue to move forward.
When he's presented with a challenge, he attacks it head on.
So Stacy's mom, LaShaka Thompson, says that's what he did.
This is my Eagle Scout project.
While going through radiation and chemo, Stacy returned to Scouts, organized his Eagle Scout project, and made it happen.
And I was just supervising and leading.
With the help of about 30 other Scouts, Stacy repainted the handicap parking lines, replaced handicap signs, and repainted curbs at the First United Methodist Church in Cedar Hill. As a result, just last week, Stacy was presented with his Eagle Scout badge.
I just can't describe the pride that I have for him.
There's other boys around the world that are like me. I just want to inspire those kids to just be like me, to continue to just don't let anything put you down.
Inspiring others, a Scout's highest honor.
Do not give up.
In Cedar Hill, I'm Sean Giggy.
And if you look at the fundamental principles of that Scout law, that young man checks every single box. And those are your headlines from North Texas.